Meditation is something that I have been familiar with for my entire life. Since I was really young, I can remember my dad meditating every single week. And yet, I used to think meditation was only something that adults do. And after getting into the path of addiction, depression, anxiety, and recovery, I finally understood the essence of meditation. And if you came to this video wondering why should I meditate or what are the benefits of meditations, you came to the right place. I'm gonna share all of my knowledge that I have of meditation with you right now. Welcome back to another video. My name is Rav and I help people empower themselves. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the different benefits of meditations. The first time I tried meditation was back in 2012 when I did a guided meditation or form of hypnosis. And when I tried that, my mind was completely blown away because I had never done something of that magnitude before, which was able to alter my state of consciousness. After that, I have been really trying to figure out how meditation works and what are the different benefits of meditations, and I have tried various different forms of meditation, from mindfulness meditation to transcendental meditations to guided meditations to a lot of different kinds of meditation. Now let's talk about the different benefits of meditations. So the point number one I have here is meditation allows us to have a better mental health. Not only meditation helps us reduce our anxiety, but it also helps reduce our cortisol, which is like the stress hormone that's in our brain. And whenever cortisol is there, we're always acting with fight or flight response. And the cortisol is the source of a lot of stress and frustrations in our life. So once we start to meditate, our cortisol level starts to decrease, but the oxytocin, which is, you could call it like happiness kind of hormone, that starts to increase in our brain. And when that starts to happen, it reduces a lot of anxiety and depression from our life. So moving on to point number two, meditation improves our physiology. There has been research made where meditation actually changes the physiology from our body. It starts altering body from a cellular level, and a lot of things start to improve after that. And meditation is also used as assistance to cure other diseases. Currently, I'm doing a form of transcendental meditation. And when I start to do that, sometimes even when I have like aches or the migraine in my head, once I start doing that, I can notice that the pain starts to subside gradually. And that's the beauty of meditation, because sometimes a lot of problems are created because of our mind and our psychology. When you start meditating, some of those problems are gonna go away automatically without you even trying out. So let's move on to point number three. Meditation allows you to have improved focus. Any form of meditation that you do is going to help you with improving focus as a byproduct. But there is one meditation that I have tried which has really improved my focus. So this is a kind of mindfulness meditation, you could call it, but the objective of this meditation is just to focus on the sound. So this is a metronome right here, if you can hear this. So I just turn on the metronome right here, and once I start focusing on the sound, it's just going to help me improve my concentration. And I did this for meditation for 5 minutes a day for 30 days, and it really started improving my focus and attention. Before I started doing this meditation, my attention level was really low, and I was really not able to focus. It was so bad that sometimes, when you get those code as text on your phone and you have to enter it to your computer, I had to at least look at the phone probably 3 or 4 times before I could get the 6-digit number right onto my computer. It was that bad. But now it's become very easy for me to remember these codes easily. I can even remember it for probably another 5 minutes, to be honest. Now the next point that I have for us is one of my favorites, because meditation helps us improve our compassion level. Especially if you have checked out one of my previous meditations, which is about the quick coherence technique. Once you start doing that kind of meditation, it's going to help you coordinate your heart and mind. And when that starts to happen, you start feeling this immense amount of compassion, love, and self-love in your body. And that's one of the best feelings ever. Every time before I start doing these videos, I do these heart-based meditations so I can feel this immense amount of love, and so I can share it with you guys too. Otherwise, if I'm just doing this from a state of stress or a state of anxiety, it's probably going to come across to the camera, which is not a great thing. So moving on to the next point, meditation helps us become more open-minded. When we start practicing meditation, our mind starts to view things from a more higher perspective. Sometimes you can even feel this kind of detachment from your own sense of self, and you start becoming more aware of the environments around you. Otherwise, sometimes you're so focused on the different sensations and the senses that you have that you totally forget about your own sense of being. This is what differentiates us from other animals. Otherwise, we'd be just like them, just living through our need for survival. Moving on to the next point, which is another one of my favorites, meditation helps us raise our vibrations. Now, it has been kind of scientifically proven that we are just like matters and energy, right? Because if you break down cells, they become molecules, and if you break down molecules, they become atom. And if you start breaking down atoms, it just becomes like energy, and everything is pretty much like vibrating. There's no solid state down there if you start really digging down to the core, right? And the more we start to meditate, it's gonna really start increasing our vibration to get to this higher point. And if you haven't watched that documentary, What the Bleep Do We Know, I highly recommend you watching it, because it talks about how you can even bless the water molecule and it just becomes like this fine form of crystal which has this intricate form of shape which you can see through the microscope. Otherwise, when you show some resentment or anger to the same water molecule, it's gonna become really like chaotic. The way we are feeling at any given moment is definitely determining our state of being and our vibrations. That is why meditation is so helpful to increase our state of being and vibration. So that was all the benefits that I had for us here today. But there is one bonus point that I have for us, which I have saved for the last. So there is this thing called the Maharishi Effect, which was coined by the Transcendental Meditation team. The Maharishi, who was the founder of Transcendental Meditation, had already told the people that if you get the certain numbers of people together, which was I think like 1% of the population, they would totally improve the crime rates and the homicidal rate in the surrounding areas. And they were actually doing some research to find out if that was true or not. So here was the result. So in the 4 years period, there was an reduced rate of 21.2% for homicide, and the drop in the violent crime rate was 18.5%, which was about like 4.6% each year. So this was crazy, because what this states is that not only does meditation helps us at a personal level, but if we gather like in masses and did meditation, it's also gonna help reduce the crimes and help raise the vibration in our community as a whole. What I believe is that once you get into higher forms of meditation, once you have been practicing for a while, it not only affects your own well-being, but it also affects the well-beings of the people who are around you. So that's the beauty of meditation. So to wrap it all up, these are just some of the few benefits that I have found very beneficial for myself. But there are other benefits that I can't even think of, but they are equally as strong. And I also wanted to know, what are your thoughts on meditations? Have you ever meditated before, or are you considering meditation? Just let me know what are your thoughts and leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll definitely look at each one of those. Also, before I leave, I want to say that if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so right now, because there are more awesome contents coming on soon in the future. So that being said, guys, we'll see you soon. Goodbye and namaste.